Good morning, friends. This is Chiranjeevi, working as a TGT English in Lotus High School. Today, let us learn the grammar topic direct and indirect speech. So, what do you mean by direct and indirect speech? Let me give one example. The servant said, "Tea is ready." This is direct speech. The servant said that tea was ready. This is indirect speech. In sentence 1, the actual words of the speaker are used. This is called direct speech. Here in sentence 2, we give the substance of his speech in our own words. This is called indirect speech. See here in sentence 1, tea is ready. It is called the reported speech. The statement that is kept in inverted commas is called a reported speech. And here in sentence 2, you see said. This is a reporting verb. This is reporting speech. So it introduces, this said introduces the reported speech. Is called reporting verb. So let us remember some points here. The reported speech is put within inverted commas. Here we can observe. So commas and inverted commas are used in the beginning of the sentence. The reported speech begins with a capital letter. The reported speech begins with a capital letter. Do you observe? T is ready. T capital letter. And a comma is used to separate the reported speech from the reporting verb. Here comma is used. Okay. And remember some points about the indirect speech now. The reported speech is not placed within inverted commas. So inverted commas are removed here in the indirect speech. So there is no comma after said, after reporting verb, there is no comma. And the reported speech is introduced by the conjunction that. So that is a conjunction used in inverted commas. Here we see the tense of the verb in the reported speech means here tea is ready. Here is changed from the present to past. So here is a present tense and it changed as past tense was. Let us see some examples in direct and indirect. Here direct and here indirect. For example, he says, Sarvesh gets up in the morning. So this is in direct speech. Let us change the statement into indirect. He says that Sarvesh gets up in the morning. So what do you observe here? Here the reporting verb is in simple present tense. Says. If the reporting verb is in simple present tense, the tense of the reported speech will not be changed in indirect speech. Here Sarvesh gets up in the morning. So here it is in simple present tense. So this present tense will not be changed if the reporting verb is in simple present tense. Okay, this is the rule number 1. What is the rule number 1? If the reporting verb is in simple present tense, the tense of the reported speech will not be changed. Here reporting verb is says simple present tense. The tense of the reported speech. What is the reported speech? Here Sarvesh gets up in the morning. So it will not be changed. And at the same time reporting verb. It also will be in simple present tense. Okay, clear. This is the rule number 1. We have seen the rule number 1. If the reporting verb is in simple present tense, the tense of the reported speech will not be changed. And also if the reporting verb is in simple future, the tense of the reported speech will not be changed. And at the same time, if the reporting verb is in present perfect, the tense of the reported speech will not be changed. This is the rule number 1. And let us see the rule number 2. So simple present tense will become simple past. That means if the reporting verb is in the past tense, the tense of the verb in the reported speech is changed. For example, he said, Rana writes a letter. So when you change this statement into indirect, he said that Rana wrote a letter. Here present tense writes will become past tense wrote. So if the reporting verb is in past tense, the tense of the reported speech will be changed. So present tense will become past tense. Clear? That means subject plus V1 plus object becomes subject plus V2 plus object. Clear? So present tense will become past tense when you change the statement from direct to indirect. So present tense will become past tense. This is rule number 2. That means simple present becomes simple past. Clear? Okay. Rule number 3. Present continuous becomes past continuous. Let me give one example. He said, Seema is reading her lesson. When you change, he said that Seema was reading her lesson. So he said Seema is reading her lesson. This is present continuous tense, and he said that Seema was reading her lesson. So present continuous tense will become past continuous. What is the structure for present continuous? Subject plus is, am, are plus V1 plus ing plus object becomes subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object. So present continuous becomes past continuous. Thank you. Rule number 4. Present perfect becomes past perfect. Let me give one example. He said, Hema has done her work. So when you change, he said that Hema had done her work. So that means subject plus have or has plus V3 plus object becomes subject plus had plus V3 plus object. So that means present perfect tense becomes past perfect tense. Present perfect tense becomes past perfect tense. Rule number 5. Present perfect continuous becomes past perfect continuous. Let me give one example. Raju said Rama has been working since morning. So this is present perfect continuous tense. When you change Raju said that Rama had been working since morning. So that means present perfect continuous becomes past perfect continuous. So what is the structure of present perfect continuous? Subject plus has or have plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object becomes subject plus had plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. So present perfect continuous becomes past perfect continuous. Let us see. Past tense becomes past perfect tense. So let me give one example. Avinash said Raju finished his work. So when we change into indirect, Avinash said that Raju had finished his work. So that means past tense subject plus V2 plus object becomes subject plus had plus V3 plus object. So next rule, shall, will, can, may are changed into should, would, might, could. So let us see one example. I said I shall go. So when we change, I said that I should go. So shall becomes should. So in the place of shall, if you keep here will, would, may, might, here in the place of shall and should. If it is may, might, can, could, will, would. Okay, may, might. This is regarding shall, should, may, can. Dear students, till now we have discussed the assertive statements, how they have changed from direct to indirect. Now let us see some more changes. This is direct and this is indirect. So now becomes then, these, those, this, that, here, there, today, that day, tomorrow, the next day or the following day. Yesterday, the previous day. Last night, the previous night. Ago, before. Said to, told. And that conjunction is added in indirect speech. So these are the changes. And once again, thank you very much. Here is an assignment for you. Do this practice bits